a software professional, as most of you know. He's specifically looking at people management and human resources. Dileep is currently working for Litmus 7 Consulting in InfoPark. Toastmaster Dileep joined Toastmasters in 2018. He has served as Vice President Education, Secretary, Treasurer, and Vice President Membership in different clubs. And Dilip Joypalli, as many of us know, that he is a champion speaker, and he was a international speech contest runner-up at district level in 2022. So happy to be here and very happy to introduce you, Dilip, Toastmaster Dilip, to this room, and over to you. Good evening, all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jasira, for that wonderful introduction. I see a few familiar names and I also see a few not so familiar names. So, those who are not from Advanced Toastmasters of Kerala, if you could just say a hi. I see Nandita Nair. Are you in a position to unmute and tell us which
Yes,
club are you
hi.
from?
I'm from Cars Curators.
Cascade. All right. Um,
I'm
I
Ramya
see.
from Smart Talk.
All right. Hi, Ramya.
Hi.
Raji, which
Hi, I'm
club are you from?
Rosemary.
This is
Sorry,
Raja
Rosemary.
Venkateshwari from Cascaretas.
All right. And Rosemary, sorry, I cut you when you were trying to speak. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm from CC Toastmasters.
All right. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining in on time. The primary purpose of this session is to let you know how we can access the Pathways online tool, right? So on the Toastmasters website, many of you may be new joiners, so you would like to know how a path is being accessed and how to complete a particular project, right? So I would like to take you through how we can make use of pathways effectively to ensure that we all have the pathways mastered first, because not just the speech is important, we also need to know how we can use that in the completion of our projects as well. I think I missed out Toastmaster Suprabha here, ma'am. Which club are you from? Ma'am, you're on mute. All right. I think she's facing a little bit of a challenge in unmuting. We'll get to know her a little later. So one premise that I'm taking here is, you all have logged into Pathways, logged into Toastmasters, and I am assuming that most of you or all of you have selected a path. Those who have not yet selected a path, please hold on. We will come to that towards the end of this session. But I'm assuming that most of you have already selected a path, and I would want you to, look at the screen as I'm sharing this right now, and then I'll explain to you how we can, run through this pathways. So I'm just sharing the screen. Let me know. One sec. I am not able to share the screen. Wait a sec. Yeah, share the screen. Is my screen visible, friends?
Yes.
Okay. So this would be your login, right? This shows welcome Dileep. So this is my profile. It shows welcome and my name. And it has links like my home, my profile, and logout. So for our understanding, I think the two links that we need to be very focused on is the my home and my profile, because the rest of the links here are mostly for our resources and then your finding a club and all. That's when you're external to Toastmasters. Now in the my profile page, you will see all the basic details you can have as a Toastmaster member. So when you go to my profile, you will see what is your name, your member ID and all that. I'm just taking you through that as well because some of these details are important, especially when you participate in programs and all. So here you will see the personal details, which will include your photograph. So if at all at any point in time you want to know what is your membership number, I'll tell you where exactly this is useful. If you're registering for a contest, you'll be asked to have the membership number. If you are moving from one club to another, the new VP membership or the new treasurer will ask, what is your membership number? So at that point in time, you have to give this membership number to them. Again, there is a small title that will give you Dileep Choipalli DL4. It means you have finished dynamic leadership pathway level 4. So that is also an indication of your qualification as far as this particular Toastmasters is concerned. If it is like, PI2, it means persuasive influence level 2. So the pathway is abbreviated and the level is abbreviated. It will also give you your email ID which you've registered. Again, why I am reminding this is because at times when you want to switch clubs, you might have to ask this, give this email ID to the new club that you're part of. It will also give you which all clubs are you part of. So now I am part of Advanced Toastmasters of Kerala. If you are clicking on it, it should give you the club number as well. So these are the things that you must know about your profile. Rest of it is your personal details, address history, membership, what all, what all you've done, all that. So at least base level, you should know the club number which you're part of. If you don't know, you can definitely Google it and find out. But if you have your my profile, you can get it from here. The member number, what's your level? It will have just ensure that it is correctly indicated here. Your email ID which you've given to Toastmasters. Just ensure that those details are right. These are the main things in terms of my profile. The most important section here is my home. And inside my home, you will have all the accesses to the other areas that you would want to look into. Again, to give you a quick overview of what is there in my home, it will give you Basecamp. Basecamp is where all the pathways hosted. Learning Hub, this is where all your learning resources are in one place. The evaluation forms, everything. The achievements that you have had as the Toastmasters. So that is listed here. And these are all mostly for club role holders. So right now I'm not going into detail. If you are doing an executive committee role, you will have the business meeting access. Leadership Central is when you have, your club role again. So Club Central, this is where all the presidents, executive committee members will get the access. And it will have a few meeting tools. What is there in the organization, Toastmasters organization to you? Toastmasters also has got a link to a AI tool which analyze your speeches, which is Udly. If you go to Udly via Toastmasters, it's completely free. So you don't have to make another Udly access. And then you can make use of this to assist with your speech. It will count your filler words. It will assess the quality of your speech. It's a very helpful tool. Again, Udly will be a completely different session. You can get those details from there. I'm just giving you an overview because you are clear in terms of what is there in the my home and the my profile page. So right now we are at my home, and here is where the most important guy for today's session is, which is your Basecamp. So just click on Basecamp and you will be taken into the Basecamp dashboard first. And inside the Basecamp dashboard, you will know all the details of the paths that you are part of. So there will be paths and learning, achievements, feedback, and resources. Right now, what does it show? I have logged into 2 pathways. I am in progress in both the pathways. I've taken effective coaching and taken dynamic leadership. Currently, I'm at level 4 of both these pathways. It is showing DL4 in my title because this is my current pathway. I have completed 2 other programs as part of my journey in Toastmasters. I've completed the Pathways Mentor program because this will be a gate criteria for me to mentor anybody. I've also finished the Club Coach program when I was part of the area director team last year. Again, Ready Reckoner, this is a place where you will see all the paths and the courses that you have taken. Now let's take one of the pathways. I am in effective coaching right now. And what should you do if you were to complete a speech or a project in this path? First of all, let's familiarize this a little bit. It shows 82% complete. Now, since you're a novice Toastmaster, you may be you may be yet to start or complete any of those paths, any of those levels in the path. So it will say 0% complete for you. So at any point in time, you want to know where you are on this pathway, you can just go here and then find out, where what your progress is. Right now, it has toggled me or it has kept me on to level 5. But let me also give you an overview first. It will give me all the levels that I have taken so far. So the tick mark here shows I have completed level 1, level 2, level 3 and level 4, and level 5 is in progress. So if you're on level 1, if you have not completed anything, it will it will not show these tick marks here. If you have completed anything, you will show it will show the tick marks here. Okay. Now, any doubt so far? Anything that I should explain further?
At a time, is it possible to take two pathway?
Absolutely. There is no restriction. The only thing is you will have to pay additional $20 for your extra pathway. So generally by default, by the membership, one pathway comes for free. The moment you join Toastmasters, you can choose one pathway that comes for free. If I have to take another extra pathway, you'll have to take, you'll have to pay $20 to Toastmasters International and then take an extra pathway. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions?
What is the advantage of taking both two pathway together?
Okay. The advantage basically is you get to learn a host of different types of projects. So if you look at it, let me break it down a little bit. Level 1 remains the same. Once you reach level 3, one of the challenges given to me in level 3 as a project was reaching consensus. I had deliver social speeches, connect with storytelling, inspire your audience, active listening as electives, and then in level 3 completion. So if I want to take, or if I want to do understand the flavor of a different path altogether, I can go back. I mean, I can take the extra path, choose those electives and complete it. So I joined Toastmasters at a time where I was into learning and development department. That was a time I felt coaching could be the ideal pathway for me. That's when I took up the effective coaching pathway. Later, I transitioned to a leadership role. That's when I felt I should take a leadership pathway and I went ahead and signed up for dynamic leadership. So the flavor of the projects that comes out of these paths are slightly different. That's my justification for choosing two different paths.
Okay.
So if I took a break for a year. So I had started two pathways. So I can just now continue. I'm starting again now only. So it's okay, no? It will be where I
Yeah, yeah.
stopped.
So once you log in back to your profile, right? The profile it will I mean the paths you had signed up will be active.
Okay. Yeah.
So let me demonstrate how I can complete a particular project, okay? And that will give you an idea of how you can go ahead. Now, I am demonstrating it using my level 5, but for you, it will be level 1 or level 2 based on wherever you are. But the same logic applies. So I am only to complete this high performance leadership project now from the pathway effective coaching. It will give you a project plan overview. So basically, it says with the project selected, you need to create a project plan. You may choose to use a project plan overview resource to begin with the process of organizing, designing or design a document of your own. Your plan overview is a living document that may be edited at any point in time with your project to meet your needs. For your overview, look at a large overarching components of the project. So it gives an introduction for the project. Okay. So I return to overview page and then I start this path now and it will give me an understanding of what that path is all about. Just a moment, it's getting stuck somewhere. Okay, maybe I had done a little bit of a progress here. Um, yeah, it's just that it is prompting me to take a full screen. I hope my screen is still visible. Does it give creating a strategy as a heading?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I will have to just navigate this bar to somewhere else. Let me just put it here. Yeah. See, it gives me different sections, right? So here, this is the introduction section. So ideally, if you take it, it should get launched as an introduction section. What I'm doing here is, I'm sure you all would have gone through different learning and development modules, right? Just very similar to an e-learning or learning and development module. You do this next. It will give you first the project checklist. So the purpose statement, remember this is the same purpose statement that you will give to the evaluator also. The purpose of this project is to apply your leadership and planning knowledge to develop a project plan, organize a guidance committee, and implement your plan with the help of a team. So it gives you the project checklist, what and all I have to complete for this project to be over. Let me just come back. And then it gives me all the things that I have to do. So how to do your project, what is the purpose of your project is listed here. Just keep going. Now what it will ask is, it will ask you to assess your skills before. Now please understand that this was a method that was prevalent in the previous list of pathways. There is a slight difference in the new pathway. I'll show that to you as well. Here you're saying I can build a team with skills necessary to complete the project task. What I have to do is, what is my current learning based on this? I just do a next here. I'll complete the project. I mean, I'll complete the assessment. Okay. I can develop a plan with set goals. Why is this taking this data? Is because it is just it just wants to know how I am rating this skills before and after the completion of the program. Like I said, there is a slight difference in the new pathway structure. I'll explain that to you. So this is the assess the skills before I finish and submit here. Okay. It says after you're finished, you'll have to do the skills later also. Now this is done. Move. This is a list of competencies that you will gain. What you essentially do is you keep moving. You read the project completely so that you are aware what you need to do. And then once you're completely done, it'll give you definition of leadership. There will be some anecdotes. There could be some tests that you want to do. This is again particular to this project. 6 areas of altruistic leadership. What is vision, values, direction? Because this is a leadership project, it is giving me all the details that is required. Like I said earlier, please treat this as a learning module. How to constitute a guidance committee in here in the case of my project. What should be your guidance committee? What should be the things that you need to take care while you're choosing a guidance committee? Likewise, you keep going. It will show you how to create that particular project or how to complete the project. It also says you have to create an agenda and then have the meetings with the guidance committee, brainstorming projects, project plans. So likewise, you read through the entire project, and then what will happen is it will reach a point where it will cover all the sections and reach a point where it says complete your assessment. So basically, this is one section, complete your assignment. So here, now that you have read through the project, plan and prepare your speech or report. This is a time where you have to stop using this particular e-learning system. Now you have assimilated all the ideas that you've gotten through that particular documentation. What you want to do now is prepare the project as per the schedule that is given, and then organize it, schedule it, and then deliver the speech at your club. So it will give you evaluation reports as well. Okay. Evaluation resource, print my project, everything is available. This is the evaluation report resource that you actually will send to um, the person who is evaluating you, your evaluator at the club. So once this is done, what will happen is it will ask you to assess the skills after. So here I'm just doing an assessment of my skills after based on my understanding. I'll do the same thing here. It is just for the system to be aware I've learned something or not. I'm just clicking it, but my request is all those who are very seriously doing the project, ensure that you go through these details and then it'll give me a before and after overview. What happens next is it will say that your project is complete. You're now ready to advance to the next level in your path. Now, at this point in time, you can exit the screen and then come back, and then so this is where your project gets completed. Okay. So once this is done, it will show that my high performance leadership project legacy is completed. All that is pending for me is a level 5 completion, which is something I'll have to click there, mark that it is complete, and then submit the details. Now I am not doing a submission here because technically I have not done this. I have to still present a speech. So once you present the speech, you select the club that you belong and do the submit here. It will ask you a few more details in terms of who evaluated you and all that. And that's when you finish the path. Finish that level. Now this is my level 5 completion. For every project you do that. Every project inside the pathway, you'll have to do that. Now, one more thing that you need to be aware of, once you go to the overview, even if you've completed a level, there is towards the end of it, there is a path completion also. You have to reflect on your path and then do the path completion. But don't worry about level 5 completion and path completion. You don't have to do any speech here. You just declare that you have done that completion of the bit. So this is how you take yourself through a project and then complete it. I'll take a pause. I'll have to show you how it works in the new system as well. But I'll take a pause to ask if there are any questions at this point in time. Any thoughts, questions? Abraham, Fatima, George, Edward sir, Amrita, Ramya, Raji, Sebi, Srijit, Suprabha, anybody, any questions?
No, sir, we are
Is this
clear so far.
So far clear, right? Yeah, go
Dileep
ahead.
sir, actually,
Ah,
there is an assessment of ourselves actually.
right,
So
right.
based on that, whether this path is being developed or how it is like.
No, no, the path is not being developed based on the assessment. The system just captures your inputs in terms of how you rate yourself there. And there is a little change there in the current format. I will have one request. Is there anybody who's logging in from a laptop and who has their pathway selected? Anyone who's logging in from a laptop and their pathway has been selected?
No, I'm not.
Anyone with on a laptop with pathway selected?
Yes,
Who's that?
Ramya.
Okay, Ramya, if my this one is not working, I'll give you I'll make you a co-host, and you can share the screen at that point in time if there is a requirement. Okay, I hope that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the difference that I wanted to demonstrate is this is the case when you have chosen a legacy pathway. So, the before and after assessment will not be there in terms of scoring in the new method. We look at that as well. This has changed. Now, I am just checking if I can select a different project here, and then I'll try to demonstrate. If that doesn't happen, I would request Ramya support to share the screen. So Ramya, just be ready by logging into the system, okay?
Okay.
Here, the difference here is if you now go to new system or the new pathway upgrade that has happened, you will not see the scoring part there. It will be a qualitative answering that you have to do onto that questions. Let me try if I can select a different elective. Yeah. So what I've done is I've gone to my pathway. I've taken dynamic leadership. I've gone into one of the electives, which is delivering social speeches. Let's see how this gets launched and then how I can go through and complete that path. In the new system, in the new pathway, it looks something like this. It will give you an overview of what the path is. In this project, you will learn how to compose a speech appropriate for a social occasion and recognize characteristics of a toast, a eulogy, an acceptance speech, and a speech to praise an individual or a group. You'll also learn to adapt and personalize the anecdotes for speeches in different situations. Now, let's understand what each of this is. Project checklist is nothing but what you have to do before you or after you actually do the speech. Basically, it gives you the purpose, the overview, schedule the speeches. So this is like a mark checklist, tick mark for you to ensure that you do all these things. Okay. Just give me a moment. So that's about the project checklist. Now let's come to the next resource here. The next resource here is an evaluation resource. As you would know, the evaluation resource is what you will send to the evaluator who has to give you the comments in this format. Now, as a best practice, please ensure that either you take a soft copy or a hard copy as a must from the evaluator. Please do that as a practice to your speaker also. Like at some point in time, if you are evaluating somebody, please ensure that you fill up these details and give it to them. Okay. So this is the evaluation resource. Print the deliver social speeches project. I will not recommend you use this. It is nothing but all that is there in the learning module that is there. But if someone is very comfortable in reading it and printing it and reading it and making notes, this is for that particular set of people whom you can use it. I am not a print fan now, so I will not recommend it. But if someone is comfortable using a print format, this is something which you can do. Let me now go back, and last one is the social speech basics. It gives you an introduction in terms of what are the different elements. If you were to do a toast, if you were to speech in praise of an individual or a group. So again, this is a guideline in terms of how you can do those different kinds of speeches. So again, I'm just demonstrating how you can navigate through a pathway I've chosen an elective from my level 3, deliver social speeches. It gives you a project checklist, which is nothing but what all things that you have to do, an evaluation resource, which you have to pass on to your evaluator and mandatorily get it filled and then upload it. Printing is only for those people who want to check it in a print format, and then this is some reading material for the speech. Now let's start. Once you reach here, you go to next. It will give you an idea in terms of, so it says there is 10 slides and this is the second one. This is the introduction. Okay. The purpose of this project is to practice delivering social speeches in front of your club members. Develop two different social speeches, each of 3 to 4 minutes, and present them at two separate club meetings. You may choose any two types of social speeches that appeal to you or that you would like to practice. Your speech can be persuasive, humorous, informational, or crafted in any style that appeals to you and supports your speech content. So this is important that you read through what the speech objectives are. Then you go to the next one. Here is the difference. Earlier, remember, in the previous pathway, I had to score. Here, it is basically an assessment and reflect. It gives you two areas, something that you already know, something that you wonder how you would want to talk about. So here is the place where you have to do a self reflection and then assess yourself or write something for which the competencies may help you. Compose a speech appropriate to social occasion. Recognize the characteristics of a toast, eulogy, acceptance speech, speech in praise of an individual or prayer group. Adapt and personalize anecdotes for speeches in different situations. This is a competency. So what I know already, okay, I can write here saying that I know how to deliver a speech praising someone. So I'm adding the second one. I know how to deliver what was the other one? There's a deliver an acceptance speech. Now, what I wonder about the characteristic of a toast, eulogy, and acceptance speech. So again, I can write, I know the mode of writing short speeches. Now, why does the system prompt you to do this? Is because it wants you to reflect what you already know and what you would want to learn through completing this pathway. So here I'm adding, I am not sure about the structure of a toast. I wonder how I can connect a personal anecdote while delivering a eulogy. Eulogy is nothing but something that you tell when a person loses their life and then you're close to them and things like that. So you've added these items and then you go to next. So instead of rating, it has now become a qualitative way. It again gives you 4 tabs which you can go through. So it gives you the basic structure of each of the speech. You have to be mindful of the audience. You have to be appropriate and respectful. Prepare in advance, practice your delivery. So this is nothing but a learning module for you. It gives you all the details. What is the difference between a toast and acceptance speech, speech in praise? It also has a video on how to deliver social speeches. So for want of time, I'm not going through the entire video, but it will play. It will give you an idea of what the social speech is all about. Then you go to next. It probably needs to tell you how to develop a eulogy. So it has an overview of all the types of speeches. Then do your research. What other Toastmaster skills might you be able to apply to speaking socially? I would say I can apply my impromptu speaking skills. I can use humor in social situations. I'm just writing it from my end. Are there any behaviors to avoid while giving a speech? Try to restrict yourself to the time allotted. I can say don't speak according to the mood or situation and the audience. It'll ask me how is social speech helping your professional life. I manage a team and often go on to communicate to larger audience. Social speeches are important there. How can you ensure that the humor is appropriate to the event? I can even say not sure. It is of critical importance. Yeah, so here we are almost at the end of this, learning module. I'm on the 8 out of 10. It gives you the project and all that. Now I can tick all this. Once you're doing this, write your speeches, rehearse your speeches. You can even add a new task. So what you've learned from this exercise? So this is your learning, and then you can add your speech title, you can do the speech date, you can select the club, you can select the evaluator. So let's assume a toast to success was my speech title. I am selecting the day as 7th. This Monday I did the Advanced Toastmasters of Kerala. My evaluator was Abhilasha. And what was my evaluation resource? I can select the deliver social speeches evaluation resource. Request description, please review, please evaluate my speech. And it goes to Abhilasha, and then I can save this as a log, and then I go to, so there are two speeches. That's why it's giving me two speech titles. So information goes to the evaluator, and once this is done, it can review the learning, and then you can just click complete my project. Again, I'm not doing it because I have not done that. Once you do complete my project, it when you return to the overview, it will show that also with a tick mark, and you can come back to the main overview of the project. So that's how you do it in the new format. Once the one which had self-assessment was an old format. Ones which had the writing is a new format. Okay, so I just wanted you to be aware of that things there. So again, once you do this, it will go here. Your speech log will go here. I only done one speech probably after my the new format. So you can even it'll show me where I am in terms of my. I've earned these badges. I've done level 5 of dynamic leadership, level 4 of effective coaching, completed the Pathway Mentor program. I can share it on LinkedIn or Facebook. That's possible here. I can have the level 4, level 5 completion certificates here. So this all comes under the uh, paths and learning, the next tab, achievements. It can have a feedback. I can give a feedback for Dileep. So I can request a feedback to somebody. So if I want a feedback from a specific person, I want Abraham to evaluate me or give a specific feedback. Please provide a feedback about the table topics session that I conducted last Monday. I can do that. So it can be visible to club members or it can be visible to selected club members. So I can raise this request. So I can give a feedback also, and I can request a feedback as well. Same logic here. Yours was an inspiring speech. You can have some badges here. Given these badges will be in my profile as received badges. Please ensure that you do this best practice. There is a section called My Documents. This is all the project resources that you want to have. So if you want to give a evaluation report in a printed copy to somebody, this is where you can come and search under the resources tab. There is also an option to do My Documents. Unfortunately, I've not saved anything in the new format. What I can do is, if I have a speech and I want to upload it here, I can just upload that file, browse, and then do the upload from my computer. Say, for example, I've completed a speech, I've written it down, I can upload it here. My evaluator has given me the feedback form in a soft copy, save it onto my computer, upload that file here. So you can upload that files in the My Documents. New members, please ensure that you have a record of everything, because this is it will be so wonderful to see how you have improved based on the feedback vis-a-vis one speech ahead or three speeches ahead and now. So please make this as a format. I mean, make this as a habit that you not only finish the speeches, you also upload your documents. That's more what I wanted to convey to each and every one of you as you're starting the journey of pathways. I'll be more than happy to take questions. Did it make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Any questions, any clarifications? I see more members in the room now.
Thank you very much for the detailed explanation. It was very much informative. Thank you very much for the same. One small issue is that I joined a little late. So if you don't mind, can you please share the recordings? Be great help.
Definitely, we'll do that. Hey, Arun, which club are you from?
Smart talk.
Smart Talk. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just paste my number on the chat.
Okay.
This actually goes to our PQD's recordings. So I'll have to get that link from him and send it across. I'll follow up. In case you don't see a response, just let me know.
Sure, we'll do that, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any thoughts, questions? Are you now comfortable to navigate pathways? That was the whole purpose of the session.
Yeah, thank you
Good
so
evening.
much. I'm sure it is really helpful. It was really helpful because I got to brush again once up, brush up again once again. Thank you so much.
Good to know that. Good to know that.
Good evening, sir. I'm from Calicut Toastmasters Club. Can I also get the recording of your class?
Absolutely. Okay. So, do me a favor, please. Those who joined late, okay. Non-ATKNs, if you can just type your email IDs on this chat. What I'll do is I'll make a note of it and then I'll send that link across to you.
Okay, sir. I'll do it.
Sorry, sir. I am from Travancore Toastmasters Club, Kochi.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Yeah, got it.
Sir, is there any way to view the speeches or some training materials? Is there available in this?
Speeches for training materials, not
Speeches or training materials.
Sebi, right?
Yeah, sir.
Hey, Sebi, one best thing that you can do is actually most of the content for the speeches are available on YouTube.
Okay, okay.
So if you want to just check, say, tell me a project, negotiate for the best outcome, Toastmaster speech. See, I'll just share my screen. What I've done is my next project, assuming is negotiate for the best outcome. I've just gone to Google, I've just gone to YouTube and I've just searched what negotiate for the best outcome Toastmaster speeches. Okay. Here I get multiple, uh, you know, suggestions. The
Okay,
speech done
okay.
by Ashraf. There is a speech done by this lady called Bini Bajracharya, Neil Ladoris. So many people have attempted this, and their speeches. Iva, life is a negotiation. Level 3 running Lokesh Ranka. So many speeches are there, but the only challenge there is, see, some of the clubs do this for their promotion also, right? So I am not guaranteeing that all the speeches will be the role model or the best speeches, but you can use that and then take an inspiration from them.
Sure, sure. Okay.
Any other questions?
How to improve, like impromptu, how to be a better speaker in impromptu section?
Okay. So, table topics, right, that you're talking about. My suggestion there is, again, this may be an entire different session altogether, but quick thought. Uh, Please understand that table topics is also a speech. It has to have a beginning, it has to have a body, and then a conclusion. The best way to attempt that is once you get the topic, just relate it to the most recent or one of the personal incidents in your mind, and then start talking about it. Say, for example, I gave you a random topic like all that glitters are not gold. One quick thing that I can bring to my mind is I looked at a website and then bought something thinking that it's going to be very nice, but what came was a very bad product. So this is a personal example that I can relate to. So think about a personal example. Start with a great line opening. And my recommendation is don't repeat the line. Oh, thank you, everyone. I've got this topic of all that glitters are not gold. No, you can very well start saying that, do you believe what you see in the first place? Or are you a person who trusts everything blindly? Then, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a little message for you. And then you can say, good evening, Toastmasters. I would like to remind you that a famous proverb goes, all that glitters are not gold. I want to talk about my personal experience. I ordered this beautiful thing on Amazon. It was all right. It had a 5 review on this, blah, 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 blah. But what came to me was this. And this is not just on an Amazon. Many a times in personal relations also we get into this. And then you slowly conclude saying that, let me remind you once again, things may look very nice in paper, but what is there deep inside can be very different. And that's how we conclude. So my thought process is understand that table topics is also a speech. Think about a right beginning, have a story or something that you can relate to it, build onto that story, land smoothly with a message. Then your 1 minute, 1.5 minutes is done. That is one technique that I most often use. Another thing that I've seen that many people do is they make a log of quotes. So every time I see a nice quote, I write it down. And then as I write it down, I prepare, I memorize it more and more. There will be some favorite 10 or 12 quotes that I have. I try to relate that code to the topic that has been given, and then I go by that route. So there are multiple ways of attacking it. The thumb rule is don't fret, don't worry about okay, what is going to come out of my mouth. This is a field where you can experiment. And one thing that you have to make very clear is your thought process. I have a topic. What is that I'm going to talk about? Is there a personal incident? Quickly connect and then just go. Opening, body, and conclusion. That's my 2 minutes table topic on how to do table topics.
Thank you.
Any other thoughts, questions? All right. I hope this was useful. If there are no questions, we'll close the session.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Dileep. Actually, it was very helpful for me also because it helped me to refresh all the lessons I have learned and all the things I have done and everything that I've gone through whenever I was using this pathway and the other lessons. Thank you very much. It was very useful, and I think I'm sure that it was very helpful for the members, newbies, and whoever have joined here also. And it's great that you have shared the number so that they can call you and ask you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem. And anytime, if I could be of any help, please definitely let me know. I'll be more than happy to take this forward.
Thank you very much, sir.
Otherwise,
It was very
Thank you very
informative
much,
and
sir.
useful.
It was really good.
Thank you, Dileep. Thank you.
thank you. Thanks everyone for your time. You have a good rest of the day. And then ATK team, I'll meet you next Monday in person. Otherwise, for the rest of them, bye bye. Signing off.
Bye. Thank you.
And thanks, Jasira, for staying put.
Thank you.